So in this video we are going to make this awesome birthday flyer design in Canva. So let's jump right into Canva and do that now. Alright, we have all our exercise file here now. So what we're going to do is to create a new document. Okay, and we're going to click on this plus icon here and we're going to say more, and we're going to create custom size. Okay, I just want to show you the size. This is a very popular size, so I'm going to click on I'm going to type in here on the width is going to be 1080. Okay, and the height we're going to make it 1350. This is the Instagram portrait size, so I'm going to click create, which is the same with what we have here, but just for you to know the size in case you're starting from scratch. So the first one we're going to do is to bring in model, okay, the birthday guy. So I'm going to make this one real big, okay, and I'm going to drag it to something like this, okay, and we're going to bring in a text or this guy. Okay, this is a very simple design. I don't want to stress you on day one. I want you to have a quick win and have something you've created. Let me bring this one a little bit down, or maybe make it a little bit bigger. Okay, make sure you're seeing the size sticking like more than half, and just consider the little space that we're having here. Okay, and I'm going to position this one here. I'm going to bring this confetti kind of thing. Okay, I'm going to position this one here. I feel like this guy is not big enough. Okay, and we're going to make a duplicate of this one by clicking on this plus icon, and I'm going to make it something like this. Okay, it's a very simple design. Then now all we have to do now is to work with our text. Okay, so I'm going to bring in we're going to make the word Dan at background because that's what we're going to use. Okay, I'm going to make a duplicate, or let me just copy this text. I'm going to copy this one first, Control X, because I don't want to have it still there, and Control V, and we're going to select the font. We're going to select Inter. This is one of my favorite fonts lately. Okay, remember we are making the design and we don't want to use more than 2 or 3 fonts. Okay, that's part of the brief, right? I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and position it somewhere here, and let's make a copy. I'm alt dragging now. If I alt drag, I can make a duplicate actually, or I click on this plus icon. So I'm going to type the word Dan. I'm going to make it all caps. Select it and click on this. I'm going to make it all caps. So for this font, I'm going to select the heading now. Let me check my favorite fonts. We have the heading now. This one or this one. Heading now 31 to 38. Okay, I'm going to select. Oh, I'm not supposed to apply to all. That's an error. Okay, just on this text. So I'm going to make it real big, and I'm going to make it be at the back of Mr. Dan because his name is Daniel. Okay, and I'm going to position this one here down. Okay, before sending it to the back, we want to change the color. Okay, let's click on the color here, and we're going to come down to this color, this one, this default gradient colors. I'm going to select this one. Okay, and I would like to flip the colors. Okay, so let's come to the top here, and we're going to click on it here and click again. It's going to give you the settings here. So I'm going to drag this one and position it here. Now we've switched it. Okay, and now we're going to send it to the back. Come to the position here, come to layer, and just drag it to be behind the image of the guy. Okay, and we're going to apply the same color here. Okay, and click on this, and we're just going to click on it because anytime you select color, it's just going to keep appearing here. Okay, for easy navigation. But for this one, I'm going to switch the color. Okay, I'm going to click on this again and just switch it. Now the reason why I'm switching it is to create a variation. Okay, we have the color sweeping from light to dark, and we want to switch it. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, but I think it's working here. So we're going to make a duplicate of this one. click on the plus icon, and we're gonna put the guy's name. Okay, what's his name? His name is Daniel. Okay, D-A-N-I-L-E. Okay. I'm gonna click on the enter key, and I'm gonna put the surname Galego. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna make it all caps. Okay, and I'm gonna make it left outline. Okay, flush it to the left, and I'm gonna work on the spacing. And okay, I can't really see my text now that I'm going to work on the spacing. So what I can do is to scroll a little bit up and come back and click on it. Now I can see my design, and I want to work on the spacing real big. Okay, I want to give it some room to breathe. Okay, and now I can also work on the spacing again. Now the reason being that when your texts are small, this is very important. When your texts are small and you give it some kind of spacing, letter spacing, it becomes easier to read, especially when you're making your text small. But when your text is big and you make the spacing tight, it doesn't make a difference because it's big enough. But when your texts are small, let me show you. Like you can see, it's small, right? But you see the spacing. But if I should tighten this now, if I should come here and say, okay, I know you can see that, but let's say they are not tight like this, and I zoom all the way in, it's almost together. You don't get it, you can't even read it because they are really tight. So the spacing, when you're making your text really small, it's good you make a whole lot of spacing, unless you don't want people to actually read that particular thing, of which we're going to do another one like that in a moment. So I'm just going to make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, let it span across the head a little bit. Maybe we can drop this guy a little bit. Okay, let's make a little bit of room here, and we can make this one align here. Okay, if we want. So now that we have this, we're going to add a rectangle here. So let's come to elements, and let's come to shape, and let's add a rectangle. Okay, I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to make this one a little bit, and I'm going to drop it somewhere here, and I'm going to expand it to somewhere like this. I'm going to pick a color from the skin, something brown. Okay, I'm going to use the color picker here, and I'm going to pick something brownish, okay, from the skin. This is one way you can make your design consistent in colors, especially when you're picking colors from the actual image in the design. It makes your design look consistent. Okay, so what we can do now, I'm going to pick this text from the background. I'm going to make a duplicate of it. So I'm going to come here and select it. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to say make a duplicate. Okay, the duplicate is going to come to the front, so I'm going to scale it down, and I'm going to put this on somewhere here. I'm going to put the date. Okay, I'm going to say January 10. Okay, January 10. Okay, and I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Now the remaining part of the text, which is this one, I'm going to copy it. Okay, and I'm going to come here, I'm going to paste it. Ctrl V. Now we have it that it's taking this last thing we did on this text, which is kind of cool. You can see how it makes sense. I like the design aesthetics, though it's not readable, but it's something that would work. Okay, you can leave the design like this if you want, but I don't want. Okay, I just want to make something readable. So I'm going to close all this gap, and I'm going to remove it from all caps. Okay, and I'm going to remove the boldness, and I'm going to flush everything to the left. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's just 3 lines. Okay, I don't want it to be more than that. I'm going to scale it a little bit down, then I'm going to make the color to be white. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit of adjustment here. So what we can do now, we're going to add some drop shadow to our text. so that it can be a little bit readable. Okay, so we're going to come to effect, going to come here and add drop shadow. Okay, very subtle but very powerful. Okay, you're just going to add that. Then on this one too, add it. But here we're going to reduce the opacity. Okay, what we're doing here is this. Okay, let me remove it so that you see it. Okay, now I'm going to add it again. You notice the difference, right? Instantly. I'm going to drop it a little bit. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. So this is a very simple birthday flyer design. Okay, and so you can do this and submit your assignment, and that's the one of the 30 days design challenge. Okay, one last thing. Okay, I just want to make this guy a little bit bigger because I don't like this line that we are seeing here. Okay, I'm just gonna make it huge enough so that it fills that gap. So now I can take this one a little bit upward, and this one, maybe we can drag this one a little bit down, kind of. And now we can drag this one and make it a little bit bigger. And we can bring this guy behind a little bit up, a little bit. Okay, let me use my arrow key to nudge it down. Okay, it's not working. Nudge it down. So we have this one now, and we're just gonna push it up a little bit. Now you see how I'm being careful, making little adjustments. So when you're doing your assignment, be careful to make sure you see the work and be able to produce something nice. Okay, so let me just make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, like I said before, if you've watched some of my other videos, you always notice me saying this pushing around sometimes never ends for designers. Okay, one last thing, okay, is our image. We're going to edit our image to make it a little bit brighter and sharper. Okay, this is like the cream of the soup of every design. So we're going to click on edit, and I'm going to go to adjust. And okay, I've already done this before, but I didn't show you. Okay, this was what the image is. Okay, how dark it is. I'm going to crank the vibrance up. Okay, and I'm going to crank the sharpness up. Then lastly, I'm going to increase the shadow. Okay, and this is going to make the image more brighter. You can see the difference. Okay, let me reset before, Ctrl Z, after. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video. So do your assignment, the submit and the submission link, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.